Mitsubishi Delica L400 space gear with a diesel under the hood, and this vehicle has a problem with a horn. Horn doesn't work. I don't know yet what's wrong with it. Let's first, as usual, confirm the issue. As you can see, I'm pushing on a horn switch and no horn. Unfortunately, key is off. Let's turn key to the on position. And accessories, still no horn. Let's turn to the on position. Still no horn. Let's fire up a vehicle. Engine is idling and we don't have horn. We confirmed the issue, and yeah, let's start our diagnosis and get it fixed. As usual, I would like to start with the easiest circuit components to get. We have a fuse box under the dash, we have another fuse box under the hood, we have a switch, we have a horns behind the bumper, and we have a electrical connectors. But before we'll get to the fuses and connectors, let's take a look at the wiring diagram. Okay, let's go to Mitsubishi L400 Delica, ours right hand drive, and this Delica is 1995, doesn't have airbags, and as you can see there's a diagram for vehicle without airbags, and here's the one with airbags. If you have with airbags, wiring diagram will be slightly different. Okay, horn circuit diagram, Delica vehicles without SRS. Okay, let's look the diagram. Just go a little smaller like that. Okay, we have a ignition switch, supplied power to fuse number 12, 10 amp. There's the connectors, C72, C75 to the fuse, white wire, black wire. Okay, fuse number 12, and power from fuse number 12 is coming down to our horns. We have low pitch and high pitch horns, two horns, and yeah, as you can see here, two of them, they're in parallel, and we don't have a horn at all. Means our issue is somewhere in a ground circuit or somewhere at the power side of the electrical circuit. And the horns are low and down to the control side of the circuit, where the ground's on the bottom of the diagram. There's a connector, and down to the column switch, horn switch, and it's ground type circuit. When you push the horn switch down, it closes the switch and grounds the circuit, and we have a horn turned on. Yeah, let's get to this 10 amp number 12 fuse and the junction box. Let's take a look. Okay, we have power supply circuit, ignition, ACC, number 12, 10 amps, fuse and red fuse, horn and horn relay SRS. We don't worry about that. Let's locate that fuse and check the power and integrity of that fuse. And as you can see, this is our called a multi-purpose fuse box under the dash, and we're interested in fuse number 12. This guy, number 12, 10 amp, and on the very bottom, first fuse from the left, number 12. Okay, Let's go check that fuse. Are we getting power to the fuse? And check the integrity of the fuse, and yeah, go from there. Before starting doing any electrical tests, let's check our equipment, make sure our test light works. And I have a alligator clip connected to the vehicle ground, and let's touch the battery positive terminal. Yeah, we found the power, ground is present, our test light works. Let's go under the dash and check the fuse number 12. This junction block is located just under the dash above your accelerator pedal. Here we go. This bad boy. Let's take the cover off. Okay, nice. Okay, cover is off. Unfortunately, I cannot read Japanese, not this lifetime. If you looked on our cover, it was installed like this. And this is our number 12, 10 amps, and this is a fuse block corresponding with our drawing. Let's connect the test light to non-good ground. It's metal. Interesting enough, on Mitsubishi Delica, horn only will work when key turned to the accessories position, which is position number 1. The 0 position is locked. Yeah, normally horn should work when even key is out, like on my Dodge Caravan, key is out, but horn works. Okay, according to our manual, let's turn key to the on position like that, and go and check for power to the fuse. Here's the number 12 fuse for the horn, 10 amps. We have a power on one side of the fuse, and we have power to another side of the fuse. That's good. Our ignition power supply down to the fuse number 12, 10 amps is good. On this Delica, horn wiring schematic is super simple. Power source, fuse, horns, and ground side switched. Circuit switch, yeah, very easy, very simple. And if you look on the wiring schematic for the vehicle with the airbags, here's a relay. There's a control side of the relay, there's a load side with a horn, and yeah, our wiring harness configuration, and find exact location of those connectors. Engine compartment, diesel, right hand drive. We have a right hand drive. All right, and 33, 34 on the right side, which is over there behind the bumper. 33, 34 over here, and let's go and find our 24, 25 on the right hand side, which is a passenger side. On our vehicle is a 2 connectors as well. Okay, we know where our horns are located. They're behind the bumper, and yeah, well, we have to get to them. And if you look here, actually you can see, unfortunately not with the camera, they're just right behind. It's wet, it's dripping. I don't feel like I want to go right under the vehicle. And as we know, we have a power at the fuse, and let's check the power at the switch. If circuit is not open, because none of our fuses are working, we might just have a worn out bad switch or problem with the ground on the switch side. Yeah, let's just get to this column switch, horn switch, which is behind this cover. It's pretty easy to remove this upper cover, and yeah, check the power, add the switch, check the ground, and yeah, see what we have. Here's a 1 Phillips screw to remove. Let's remove our steering horn push button assembly. As you can see, it's out. only one screw. I like this design, it's so easy. And couple clips on top. Okay, here's the one wire coming to this switch, and it should have a power if our electrical circuit down to this switch is not open. Let's undo this wire, this connector here. Here we go. Let's put this switch aside and turn the key to the on position, which is access source, in which if our electrical circuit is not open from the fuse to the switch, we should have a power here. Let's see. Yep, we have power. Beautiful. Turn it off. Yeah, we have power. Nice. Well, we saved our time. No need to get wet and get under the vehicle to those two horns. So far means circuit is not at least open. Means electricity power is flowing to the switch and should get grounded over here. The switch doesn't have a separated ground wire, it just grounds through the housing down to the vehicle chassis. Let's remove this bracket and take a look at that switch. Easy enough. Let's take this one off. Oh yeah. Hey, as you can see here, it's extremely simple switch design. There's 4 contact plates around. When you push the switch button, they just ground, and you should have a horn. Wiring is good. I don't see any problems with the open circuit here, and should work. Switch itself looks good, and let's just ground this wire. I have a jumper with a 15 amp fuse, and yeah, we have a power over here, as you can see. And if we ground this wire, we should have a horn. And no horn, nothing happening. All it means our circuit is not open. Okay, and we have nothing. My jumper wire integrity is good. As you can see, I have a power on another end of the jumper, and I'm touching ground, and we still don't hear the horns. What it means we don't have an open in this circuit. Power is coming all the way up down to the fuse, and we grounded. Our switch is good, but we still don't have horns working. It means horns itself, they're not open, but they just don't work. They're old, probably membrane got damaged, got dirty. Somehow or another, our horns, they stopped working. I believe they're original on this Delica. Now we have to go to the horns and yeah, see what's up. Going to turn my wheels all the way to the left. Here we go. Good enough. Yeah, let's remove this wheel liner partially and get access to our horns. It's only one 10mm bolt and couple plastic Phillips clips kind of to remove to get access to our horns. Let's take a look inside, and as you can see, we have a horn, 2 wires coming to the horn over here, two connectors, 12mm bolt. I got the screw removed. Here we go. Delica horn. Yeah, let's unplug those two connectors, green and red wire, and see what's happening with this bad boy. Here we go. Made in Japan, GDM original Mitsubishi Delica horn, and this one is saying H. Yeah, 12 volts, 3 amps, 100 decibels. Oh well, let's test this horn, make sure I know it won't work, probably because it didn't. Yeah, lots of dirt inside, rust. Here's the horn we just removed. I have two jumper wires connected. This jumper wire is going to the battery positive here, and this one is a ground. Yeah, let's see if it works. And it doesn't. Let's stick this one here. No chance. Come on. Yeah, it doesn't work. Come on, wake up. Yeah, faulty horn. It's not open, but it doesn't work. All the dirt and rust build up inside, debris. Yeah, that's end of the life. Yeah, faulty horn. We diagnosed it. We need two horns, at least one, to make the horn work on this Delica. I probably won't be able to get exact horn, but I might just go and buy a generic horn. If you looked on pins, there's no any rusty scratches. Good job, Mitsubishi. Yeah, no water, no any moisture intrusion. Yeah, they were sealed very well. As a replacement part, I'm going to use a Hella motorcycle disc horns. And as you can see, this horn is 108 decibels, 12 volts, and 1.5 amps. And our original Delica horn is 3 amps. And as you remember, we have a 10 amp fuse protecting our horn circuit. Two horns, they will pull 3 amps, plenty enough, less than original one, and it's easier and cheaper to replace with a Hella horn. Came with a blade type connectors, and as you remember, Delica connectors, they're different. They're the round type pins. We won't be able to connect the Hella horns to the OEM wiring harness. I just made a adapter link. There's a blade connector on one side like that, and one more for another terminal, and then I will just connect those pins to the OEM wiring harness. Yeah, let's go connect the wiring, check it out, and then mount the horn to the vehicle frame, and it should be good. I have wiring connected to my new Hella horn, as you can see. Easy. Yeah, before mounting horn to the bracket, let's go check, make sure it works, and it should. Yeah. All right, moment of truth. Yeah, here we go, horn is working. We only have one horn replaced, and we have to do one more on the left side. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this video to the very end. And yeah, if you have any questions, put them down in the comment section below. If it's helpful, put a thumbs up, very appreciated that. I have my one horn connected and mounted to the vehicle chassis.